I'm about to make a mind-blowingly delicious 4-day vegan meal prep in under 30 minutes. Hopefully. Every day contains 120 grams of plant protein without protein powder and every nutrient that your body needs without supplements. And to prove that this entire meal prep can be done in less than 30 minutes, I'm going to start a timer now. So for breakfast, we're going to be making peanut butter banana overnight oats. And I'm going to start by grabbing all the ingredients. Now, I decided to have all my ingredients ready to go on a cutting board because I didn't want you to have to watch me take all of them out from my fridge and my pantry. But even if you include the time to take all of your ingredients out, this meal prep should still only take you about half an hour. We're making a 4-day meal prep, so I have 4 meal prep containers. And to these, I'm going to be adding a half cup of oats. Up next, I'm going to be adding 2 tablespoons of powdered peanut butter. I'm going to be using PB Fit. You can play musical bowls. They each have a different pitch. And then we're going to be adding 1 tablespoon of hemp seeds and 1 tablespoon of chia seeds. These are both great sources of plant-based omega-3s. And lastly, we're going to be adding a Brazil nut to each one. I'm going to roughly chop these and then add them to each bowl. So Brazil nuts are an excellent source of selenium. In fact, just 1 Brazil nut packs about 100% of your daily value. All right, super easy. Now we're going to be adding 1 cup of vanilla soy milk to one of these meal prep containers. This is the one that we're going to be having tomorrow for breakfast. You could add liquid to all of these, but I don't want my meal preps to be a little on the edge on day 3 and 4, so I want to make them all fresh. So you can easily just add 1 cup of your favorite plant-based milk every night before you go to bed. So I'll pop the lids on and then put these in the fridge. All right, now for lunch, I'm going to be making tofu chickenless salad sandwiches. Now I'm just going to be making the filling now. We're going to be putting that on a sandwich every day when we go to eat it because nobody likes soggy sandwiches. So first step is going to be dicing up a red onion. I'm going to be using half of this for lunch and half for dinner. So speaking of dinner, to save some time, I'm actually going to get started with cooking dinner. And I'm going to do that by adding one of these halves to a pan. Let's fire this up. Also add 1 tablespoon of garlic and a little splash of water. All right, now let's get back to making our lunch. So we've got a mixing bowl. I'm going to add the other half of the red onion to that mixing bowl. Then I'm going to chop 4 stalks of celery and add that to the bowl as well. That was 3. I promise I can count. Up next, we're going to add 2 packages of extra firm tofu, and we're going to crumble those into the bowl. So I know this looks kind of gross, but in my opinion, this is the best way of crumbling tofu, is to just squeeze it through your fingers like so. Now we're going to be adding 2 packages of seitan to our dinner pan. So both seitan and the tofu are excellent sources of plant-based protein. You want to break it apart with your hands, kind of as best as possible. All right, now back to our lunch. 1 tablespoon of dried dill. Now we're going to add 3 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. We'll also add 3 tablespoons of maple syrup, a 1/4 cup of nutritional yeast, a 1/4 cup of dried cranberries, and a 1/3 cup of vegan mayo, and then 1 teaspoon of turmeric and 1 teaspoon of black pepper. So the black pepper actually helps us to increase our absorption of curcumin, which is in the turmeric, and that helps to boost its anti-inflammatory power. Now let's mix this up. Our lunch filling is done, so I'm going to add it to this meal prep container and put it in the fridge. All right, now it's time to start making our dinner, or finish making our dinner, which is the seitan stir fry. All right, so to our pan, we're going to add 16 ounces of frozen mixed veggies, and we're also going to add a 12-ounce bag of frozen broccoli. Now the mixed veggies do call to add some water when you're cooking it, so I'm going to add a little bit to the pan.
Hey, real quick, as a thank you for watching this video, I want to give you free access to our plant-based nutrition course, The Plant-Powered Body. In this comprehensive course, I will teach you how to master plant-based nutrition so you can burn body fats, build lean vegan muscle, balance your hormones, and thrive on plants. Head to thevegangym.com/course to sign up to the waitlist and you'll get free instant access when it goes live. All right, now let's finish this meal prep.
We're gonna jump in and start making our rice and the seasonings. And by making the rice, I mean throw it in the microwave. Now we'll make our sauce. So we're gonna add 1/4 cup of this low sodium soy sauce. We'll also add 2 tablespoons of rice vinegar. And then we'll add 1½ teaspoons each of garlic powder, ginger powder, and cumin. Mix that up. Now our rice is done. Let's grab that. Such a pleasant microwave sound. My last microwave would just be like, "Arr." All right, now we're gonna add our rice and our sauce to the pan. And for the last step, we're going to add a 5-ounce bag of spinach. Well, I have a box. Bag, box, doesn't matter. This is like every spinach meme ever. You cook it, cook a forest, and you got a little dollop left. Let's clean up our space. Got some time for some push-ups. All right, how many do you think we can bust out? Incline push-ups. We can do infinity. All right, that's it. It's a heck of a lot of food. It's pretty heavy. And pop it in the fridge. We're done. All right, what was our time?
26:21.
26:21. So this meal prep is super fast, super easy, and really anybody can make this under 30 minutes. Even if you're taking out the ingredients, maybe it's a little bit over 30 minutes, but still super, super fast. And I'm really busy. I know you're probably really busy too, but your health is important. So it's really important to prioritize your health. And the point of this whole meal prep is to prove that you can make healthy meals super quickly. So here are all the meals ready to eat. You can download all of these recipes by clicking the link in the description. In just a minute, I'm going to show you how to serve all of these meals just like you see here. But first, let's talk about calories. Each day of this meal prep clocks in at 1,860 calories. You can drop this below 1,600 calories by just using 2 slices of bread for lunch and ditching the handful of almonds, which is our snack for each day. But most people need more than 1,860 calories per day. You can easily increase the calories of this meal prep by just adding more food. For example, you can add an apple and a serving of pretzels to make this 2,100 calories. Or you can have some chips and guac with a serving of vegan Ben & Jerry's to make this 2,500 calories. And also even more delicious. But it doesn't really matter what foods you add because this meal prep is already 100% nutritionally complete. If you'd like to know exactly how many calories you should be eating every day to guarantee that you accomplish your health and fitness goals, whether that's losing 20 pounds, building lean muscle, or anything else, then you need to check out our free vegan nutrition calculator by clicking the link in the description. And speaking of nutrition, to ensure that you hit your iodine intake every day, be sure to include a tiny quarter-sized piece of kombu. I enjoy eating a little piece of kombu every day, but if seaweed is not your thing, then you can include some iodized salt into your stir fry. All right, for breakfast, super simple. We've got our overnight oats. Now we're just going to slice up a banana. Actually, I want to cut it lengthwise. You want a banana in every single bite. That is important, crucial, some say, for overnight oats. There's just something about oatmeal, oats, banana, peanut butter, and the soy milk. Fantastic combo. Just got a little piece of Brazil nut. It's excellent. Now it's time for lunch. We've got our tofu chickenless salad. We also have some bread, tomato, and romaine lettuce. You can use whatever sandwich ingredients you want, but these are the ones that I'm using. So now we've made our sandwiches. If you want to save some calories, you can take off the 2 slices of bread and have them like this. I really love this filling. This is fantastic. And there's so much filling. This is probably a tad short of a quarter, if anything. I was never like a tuna salad person or anything like this, but this is fantastic. Time to serve dinner. We've got our seitan stir fry. I'm gonna pop this in the microwave. So while we're waiting for that in the microwave, I'm gonna chop up some cilantro to top as a garnish. And a half teaspoon of sesame seed. This is packed with so many veggies. It's also high in protein. I love any kind of stir-fried dish.
So there you go, serving each of your meals on this meal prep is super easy. Now let's dive into a nutritional breakdown. Every single day of this meal prep clocks in at 127 grams of plant protein and 1,860 calories. But as we talked about earlier in this video, you can bring the calorie target down to 1,600 calories or well beyond 2,000 calories with it still being 100% nutritionally complete. So let's dive in and highlight some key nutrients in this meal prep, starting with protein. Here's a list of all the essential amino acids, and you can see that we're getting plenty of every single one. This proves that you can get plenty of plant protein in your diet without protein supplements or spending hours in the kitchen every week. The next nutrient that I'd like to highlight is vitamin D, which is synthesized by the body from sunlight. If you're going to rely on sunlight to get your vitamin D, you should aim to get 15 to 30 minutes of direct sun exposure to your arms and legs every day. 15 minutes if you have lighter skin and 30 minutes if you have darker skin. And if you don't get enough direct sunlight exposure for whatever reason, whether it's wintertime or the region you live in doesn't get a lot of sun, then you should consider taking a vitamin D supplement. Another nutrient that people typically think you can't get enough of on a plant-based diet is calcium. But as you can see here, we met our total calcium needs primarily from soy milk and tofu. Many plant milks and tofu brands actually come fortified with calcium, so they're a great way to boost your total calcium intake. Just check the nutrition facts next time you're on a grocery store run to ensure that your plant milk and tofu is fortified as well. The software that I use for these nutrition breakdowns is Chronometer, and a really cool aspect of Chronometer is that it has different nutrition profiles such as this one, which is immune support. So we hit every single important nutrient for immune health that we can obtain from food. We've got folate, B12, vitamin A, copper, zinc, vitamin C, omega-3s, and omega-6s. And we already talked about vitamin D, which you can synthesize from sunlight. So speaking of an important immune boosting vitamin, we've got vitamin A, which is also really important for eye health. The biggest contributors for vitamin A in this meal plan were romaine lettuce, spinach, and the carrots in the mixed greens. Another super important but often overlooked nutrient for your health is selenium. As mentioned earlier, we got all of our selenium from just a single Brazil nut, which kind of makes Brazil nuts a selenium supplement. And speaking of antioxidants, vitamin E is also a really important antioxidant that protects our cells from oxidative damage. Plus, just a single serving of almonds provides almost half of my daily intake for vitamin E. If you found value in this video, please be sure to subscribe so you don't miss our future content. And if you want another incredible vegan meal prep filled with healthy nachos, burgers, and pancakes, you're going to want to be sure to check out this video next.